Yo, what's poppin'? This is day 5 of the 18 days with an R18 Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation coast to coast ride. I'm raising funds and spreading awareness for the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation. Did you know that 13 children and teens every single day are diagnosed with the deadliest form of childhood cancer, which is pediatric brain tumor in the US? And the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation helps these kids and their families with the treatment costs, treatment options, support, as well as training. They also get them in touch with other families and other people who've gone through the same, so that they have a whole support system thing going on. In addition to that, the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation also funds research into pediatric brain tumor. And so I am writing to find the cure, I am writing for the cure, I'm writing for the kids. And if you like what we do here at Bhroman, instead of asking you guys to hit like and subscribe, please consider donating to my fundraising page for Right for Kids. Links in the video description below. This is day 5. I'm in Amarillo, Texas. It looks like a gorgeous day today. 68 degrees, nice and sunny. I hope to ride through Texas, New Mexico, and get into Colorado today. So stay tuned. I'll be going through some awesome views. I'll be capturing the views and all the cool spots and points that I stop at, and make it worth your while. And the feature and the thing that I'm going to talk about my bike today is going to be the riding position and ergonomics and all that. And what bike, you might ask? Well, I have a 2022 BMW R18 Transcontinental that's on loan to me from BMW Motorrad. So huge shout out to BMW Motorrad North America, Motorcycles of Greensboro, and the BMW Performance Center. And a quick shout out for our trip partners at Motorcyclist Map, Fusion 9, and Lunar Lens. Motorcyclist Map is a tool that's built by motorcyclists for motorcyclists. You can find cool spots, roads, routes, bridges, abandoned prisons, landmarks, whatever. The list keeps on growing. And Lunar Lens is our photographer. They make all my pictures look amazing. I don't know much about photography. All I know is how to ride, but they make the pictures really pop out. And Fusion 9 is the hottest in the Chinese restaurant in the Research Triangle Park of Raleigh, North Carolina. Go check them out. I have all of the links in the video description below. Well, enough talking. You know what time it is. It's right o'clock. Let's go. Cadillac Ranch is another attraction along Route 66, and we're at one side of the Cadillac Ranch. The actual ranch is like behind me. We'll get to there in a minute. There you go. We have the Second Amendment cowboy and a few Cadillacs behind there. The sign for the Cadillac Ranch. A shout out to our friends at Motorcyclist Map for pointing out the spot to me. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Cadillac Ranch. I give you Cadillac Ranch. There are 10 Cadillacs planted into the ground with graffiti all over them, and your artwork is really encouraged here. You have bottles of spray paint all over. You have cans of spray paint all over. I have a can of spray paint. Let's see what I can do. So now you know Bhroman was here. My attempt at some artwork. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's very cool. So I'll leave it at that. Here's a close-up of one of the cars. This is where the wheel used to be, or the wheel is down here. These are all layers of paint. Same here on the bodywork. You can see parts of the frame, but the rest is all paint. People have been coming here and doing these, showcasing their artwork for decades now, and all of these cars have a unique paint scheme going on. This is cool. So I'm in beautiful Cadillac Ranch, and as I was leaving, I met this beautiful couple, Isaac and Claudia. Isaac and Claudia, I ran into them, and that's what they're riding. They're riding a beautiful 1250 RT. Beamer fans, of course. I'm doing coast to coast, but they're going from Mexico City to Alaska.
Yes.
And they've done a bunch of these trips together. Key West to California. They've ridden throughout the US, and this is the fourth time you're going from Mexico City to Alaska?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Yes, a beautiful road.
beautiful road. There are people just as passionate and just as passionate on riding on two wheels as me, and even more so. How do we find you? Do you have a Facebook link and Instagram?
Yes, we have an Instagram and Facebook page. It's Isaac Claudia Bikers.
Isaac Claudia Bikers. I'm gonna put their links in the video description below. Go check them out, follow them. Crazy journeys and amazing adventures that they've been on, and they will keep doing it. I hope you guys keep doing this and go on in even more amazing adventures.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Ride safe
Thank
and
you
make
so
memories.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Made it to New Mexico. Yes, sir. Welcome to New Mexico. But at the same time, I forgot to fill up in Amarillo, and I haven't seen a gas station for a bit, and I have a range of 7 miles left on the bike. So let's see. I think there's a gas station 3 or 4 miles down the road. Hope to make it. Hopefully, I'll make it. Three miles left, but no worries, made it to a gas station. The gas station was about 4 miles from the Welcome Center. So this is Brussels Travel Center. Saved by literally a few inches, or a few miles in this case. But it is what it is. You have a free car museum with cool collectibles, Americana. You have the Chevy Impala, a couple of Corvettes. You have a Bel Air, a good old Bel Air convertible. 2 of these. A Mercury Montclair, Pontiac Star Chief, and of course the Ford Galaxy. And check that out. The wall has all those posters. This is cool. And for the mini bike enthusiasts, there's some mini bikes too.
Here I am in my little old place here. Hey, lady, if you don't mind, how about closing the door? Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do. All right? Yeah, okay. Well, just as soon as I get to reading this, here's a little
More.
bit catalog, we'll be fine.
More cool stuff, collectibles. Now you have other cool trucks and stuff on this side. On the other side, you have these like really old cash registers. And I'm sure these are all collectible items that are just that have been donated by somebody. Even got the Model T, an old Goldwing, and a couple of other Harleys. That's a Panhead. New Mexico at Russell's store, and guess who I ran into? That's Fan and Ting. Fan and Ting and Bhroman. They are members of the Harley Davidson Club in Saigon and Hanoi, Vietnam, and they're doing the Route 66 from Santa Monica all the way to Chicago. How cool is that?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Good luck on your trip. So we made it to this little town called Tucumcari, New Mexico. This is along the route, US Route 66, and it also has one of the most popular monuments of US 66. Check it out. Check it out. Convention center and museum behind there, but they close at 2 p.m. It's closed, so I can't visit the museum, but that's a cool little piece of Americana, Route 66. It's got a pretty wide seat, a good decent deep cut here, For the floorboards, these are mid-mounted, so they're here in most transcontinental bikes, if not all. You'll have them up here. The reason it's mid-mounted is because it's got a boxer, the boxer twin, and the jugs stick out on both sides. But I've been told, like, if you wanted to relax or stretch your feet, you can rest your feet on top of the jugs here, but they tend to get a little hot. You get BMW does sell you an accessory that you can put on top of it and rest your leg on it. And the handlebars look pretty good. So let's hop on the bike and we'll talk more. Well, the first thing you feel for your riding style and comfort is that the handlebars, they are very relaxed and they're pulled towards you. So you really don't have to reach out for them. You can just sit, relax, and your arms are relaxed, loosey-goosey, no worries whatsoever. The throttle response, depending on which mode you are, may vary. Rain and roll aren't too bad. Rain isn't too good. Roll is okay, which is your street mode or your touring mode. Whereas rock, that's the funnest mode, and you can have a lot of fun with it. The seat itself, like on long rides, what I've seen is that, I mean, any seat you're on is not going to be the best, motorcycle or car. This has a good amount of cushioning and padding, and it's fine for a few hours, a couple of hours at max. But anyways, you have to get up and stretch your legs, take a break. The first day that I rode this bike, I was miserable, not gonna lie, but probably that was just me getting used to it, the body getting used to this sort of riding ergonomics. The second thing is the foot position and the floorboard. Again, day one, absolutely hated it. Hated it. I'm used to having my legs stretched out when I'm riding, but that's a really comfortable position for me. Not so much on this one. My legs hurt, my quads and my hammies hurt towards the end of the ride on day one. But ever since day one onwards, I think day two onwards, I've gotten used to it, so it doesn't bother me as much anymore. But that being said, it's decently comfortable, and if you want to stretch out, of course you can stretch your legs over the jugs on the side. It is a little weird to do that. It feels weird to me. It does, because when you're moving and you try to get your foot off those jugs and back onto the floorboards, the wind kind of knocks your foot away. So you have to be careful of that and not let your foot go out and hit the road. Have I been on more comfortable bikes, touring bikes? Yes. Is this the most uncomfortable one? Hell no. So for me, it's sort of splits the difference. It's not on the most comfortable side, but it's definitely not the most uncomfortable either. New Mexico. Oh. Wow. Ending day 5, Bloomfield, New Mexico. I was planning to stop at Durango, Colorado, but I'm just 45 miles away. And today's been a fun day. Cadillac Ranch, met Isaac and Claudia, then almost ran out of fuel, but met the Harley Davidson riders of Hanoi and Saigon. That was a cool experience, man. All of these folks just riding away. So passionate, they're so passionate about riding. Then headed down to Tucumcari in New Mexico for that Route 66 monument, and then rode through New Mexico, and I saw some of the prettiest roads I've seen in a long time. End of the day with an adventure of trying to evade 2 thunderstorms and trying to get through them as fast as you can, but still got caught with a little bit of rain. But hey, Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So all said and done, I covered about 500 miles today, which is pretty good for day 5. As for the bike, I was talking about the seating position and the riding comfort. The first couple of days were a little hard to get used to it. The seating position, the legs being in the mid-control place. I think now I've gotten a better hang of it, and it's not as much of a problem. So I'm getting used to the bike. The body's getting used to the bike. The bike's getting used to me, I guess. But yeah, one thing is undeniable though. Like it's really smooth. Now there are a couple of things that happened today with the bike. First of all, the first thing that happened was a couple of times the BMW Motorrad app stopped working altogether. Like the phone was connected to the bike via Bluetooth, it was charging. And then the second thing that happened, which was weird, was on my way on this last stretch, for the last 10-mile stretch, I got that error message which said the forward speed control isn't working, but onward journey possible. Check it out at your local dealership or whatever. So that basically means that the adaptive cruise control stopped working for the last part. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it was just some bugs or something that got in the way of the radar that made it stop. We'll check it out tomorrow. We'll turn it on, and when we start tomorrow, we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned for day 6. Keep your knees in the breeze. Bro out.